Okay, today I'm going to be taking you on a joyride in my 1929 Buick. But first I've got to adjust the mechanical four-wheel asbestos brakes. Let's get started. So this car does not have power anything, neither do any of my other three 1920s cars, like the 1926 Model T Touring, the 1926 Model T Truck, or the 1928 Durant. No power steering, no power braking. All brakes are mechanical. Anyway, I'm going to be adjusting these brakes because this car does not like to stop anymore very well. I have to pull the emergency brake, which is the handbrake, which engages the back two wheel brakes. Anyway, let me go ahead and get my floor jack out of the back, or car jack out of the back seat. And then I will jack up the front right wheel and I will adjust that. Okay, here we go. Also, on a side note, my birthday is tomorrow. Just FYI. Okay, I've lifted this wheel and now it's turned into a whole ordeal. The spokes are wobbly. That means I've got to take the tire off and tighten these spokes, or these bolts that go through there. So that means I've got to take the hubcap off, take the little cotter pin out of the bolt that's in there, back the bolt out, get a wheel puller, pull the wheel. This will be fun. People always say, "Why are your hands dirty?" Duh. Because I get off my butt and do things with my life. I don't sit behind a screen and comment and nitpick people. I really hope my wheel puller is under the seat. It is in fact not under the seat. That means that I'm going to have to save this for tomorrow on my birthday. Anyway, let's put the hubcap back on. It'll make it till tomorrow. I'm not going to drive it that far today. It's been like that a while. I can tell because the steering is weird. And when the steering gets weird in this car, that means that is usually to blame. Last time it was that tire. The time before that, it was the tire on the other side. And I ended up having to, because somebody replaced the nuts on the other side of these bolts. But they failed to put Loctite or even lock washers behind the nuts. And somebody on the brakes up here failed to put cotter pins in anything, so I had to go ahead and put cotter pins and stuff. That makes me wonder about the Babbitt and the castle nuts in the engine on the connecting rods. But anyway, hopefully they did it there, if they ever opened that thing. I really hope they did. Anyway, if not, we'll find out. It'll start getting loud and I'll know exactly what's wrong. Anyway, let's continue. We'll adjust the brakes. We're not going to take off the wheel today. Although once I take off this tire, I'm going to have to adjust the brakes again. These are little hydraulic lifts on a side note. Okay, let's adjust the brakes. So we're going to tighten that nut and tighten that nut and try to get it evened out. See, it spins freely right now. We want it to spin freely while being almost engaged. That is the perfect setting for the brakes. Okay, I've tightened up the back nut on the brakes right there, and I've tightened up the front, and I've adjusted this thing. Tire spins freely, but it doesn't lock, which is good. I'll probably have to adjust it a little bit more while I'm driving, but that's good for that one. Now let's go to that one. Okay, the Buick has started. Let's go test the brakes. Okay, let's test the brakes. Much better. Okay, my grandma's gonna be filming me going in the video. You look like the Mucinex booger. Hop in my car. Oh, hang on. So, I noticed my birth mom posted the other day me letting some ladies in the Durant at the soda fountain, and she told me to open the door for them, and she's like, oh, a lesson. You always open the door for a lady. So, I don't know if y'all could tell in that video or not, but I was very distracted because there was a bunch of garbage in the backseat of my Durant, and I was also trying to start it before I let the ladies in the car. So, I was going to open the door for the ladies, but I had other things to do. So, just so you know, That's out there now. Anyway, get in, Moo. I didn't open the door just now because I'm evil. Okay, now we're going to start the car and go. This is our second trip because my phone got too hot and didn't save the first recording. Here we go. Get me starting the car. Here we go. Not go this far.